How are you?
How are you?
The Irish are always welcome.
Yeah. Man, you are incredibly athletic going over those legs.
Excuse me, thank you. Yeah, I was here first.
Hey, we'll take them all. We'll take them all. Bring them in.
Savant, thank you.
Are you the leader of this team? You seem to have really stepped into that role yesterday and today.
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, honestly, everyone has different strengths and smaller strengths. So I think when there's anything that's like running involved, not that I'm like always the best runner, but I have the longest stride, so I try and just take a bit of a charge with that. Rich usually right up there with me too. I mean, they all are.
Are you the most vocal, do you think?
When I'm in pain, certainly, but not when I'm in pain. When we're on the floor and we're competing, typically it's usually Britt. Jorge made one of the best calls in our worm workout yesterday, telling me to take the calls because it just kept me relaxed.
Yeah.
If I start to say things, I kind of calm down a little bit, so that's why you might hear me a bit more, but usually these two are the most vocal.
And Jorge, does that, an input like that just come from knowing him and knowing he needs to settle, kind of?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been together for almost 2 years now, so we understand how each other work. So I knew if I could just distract his mind a little bit, have him do the calls. Britt also wasn't feeling very well before the workout, and she usually does the call, so I said, hey, let's give her a break, have him take it over, and then just kind of work through it. Halfway through, I had them re-switch just so he can catch his breath, so it was kind of back and forth the whole time, so it was good.
Yeah, so shared leadership kind of.
Shared leadership. Sure, that's why I think we're doing so well this weekend. We all have our roles and we know our roles, and when everyone has a job, we execute it. So that's
Devin, my wife texted me during that workout and said, that Invictus girl is dope.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
So cats have 9 lives. How many lives do dogs have?
Underdogs got 10. Infinite.
Yeah.
Can't keep us
Dogs
up.
just keep the same life
points.
going.
When you were told last night that you had another day, were you like, oh yeah, or were you like, oh fuck?
No, we were pumped. Yeah. We couldn't believe it. We knew we were 2 points ahead when the leaderboard refreshed, and we knew the other team behind us had an appeal in, and we were just kind of refreshing the leaderboard to see if they ever got it, and they told us.
Let's put it this way:
come
on
to the
Thursday, we
briefing.
didn't know if we were competing Saturday, so
Well, yeah, you've been out.
now we're here.
And dead and buried like twice.
Yeah. So
Alive.
Another 100 points on the table now, so.
exactly, and why not go out swinging and just climb whatever we can? I mean, this is all bonus victory lap for us at this point. So
Yeah, we might get a Madison Mount now at the end as well.
Madison Mountain could be fun.
yeah.
Did I win what?
Grace. Want to, Grace?
Yeah.
Dude, you don't know? Me and Hiller hate each other.
That's why you're wearing his
And
clothes.
Savant.
That's why you're wearing his clothes and he's wearing your underpants.
How'd you know? These are his.
Dude, Savant, I can't wait to. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're and I hate Hiller and Hiller hates me.
I made him aware that I paid him $1 million.
Yeah, only $1 million, but
I'll give you 1,000 subscribers.
I gave him a
yeah.
good deal. So.
How was it?
It was good. My thumbs hurt.
Did you go unbroken?
I did.
That's your 6th time going unbroken. You're doing great.
Oh, you were there for that, yes.
A wank pipe.
I had one.
Yeah? That's a couple people pulled some. That's okay. It's good. That's what they're there for. Yeah. Oh! You had one. I just didn't understand that you had to turn me down twice. How was it?
I mean, it tasted fine, and then everything started tingling, and I couldn't focus on the event.
Are you seeing colours?
I normally see colors.
That's
so
really
yeah.
nice plain blue t-shirt.
Yeah. You know that Jake Kazan is colorblind? So Brian's like, that girl in the pink shoes, she's doing pretty good. And he's like, I don't get it.
You know what really tripped me out? Stop signs. Or stop lights, because they're vertical here and they're horizontal elsewhere.
But that's not really a rule, that's just a social agreement that we made.
Correct. All right, Savant over there. Yeah, correct, but everyone agrees.
Who else did great? Two of you guys.
Myself, Graciano, a couple of other dudes down at the OG tent.
Taylor show up?
Taylor didn't show up. And then Alexis did it with a girl named Brooke.
Wells?
No, her sister. The other
Sydney?
Brooke. No, the other Brooke.
Okay, Ent?
No, the other one.
What other one?
Haas.
Okay.
Her name's Brooke. She was hanging out at the OG tent.
Okay.
Alexis did like 206, and then the other Brooke did in 252.
What did you do?
124.
You happy with that?
I think it's my slowest
Is it your first time doing it since you started juicing?
No, it's not. The other time was 116.
Okay. That was
Also
probably
unbroken.
at home, was it?
At home, and
Not in the sun.
likely, not in the sun, like working out consistently. And Bishel was recording, and I go, this thing has to look flawless. So I probably added 8 seconds in extension.
Oh yeah, you didn't want to get called out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what that looks like. With that being said,
Yeah. What's the biggest change you've noticed since you started your hormone therapy?
since I started what?
Your hormone therapy.
Weight gain,
Muscle weight gain or just weight gain?
60-40, like 60% muscle,
What were you before you
40%.
started?
189 to 192.
And what are you now?
I've gotten as heavy as 208.
Wow.
And then I started eating exclusively meat and fruit after hanging out with JR and seeing how lean he was. And now I hang out in the mid to high 90s. But I can't, for the life of me, get anywhere near that old weight.
Okay.
It's nuts.
And is that muscle then, do you think?
Probably still 64. It's a lot of water.
But do you feel leaner than you were?
No.
Okay.
Because I think it's the water.
Yeah.
It's just hanging out like everywhere but my appendages. Like the vascularity kind of kicks.
Yeah.
But in my midsection, I kind of feel like a water buffalo.
How long are you going to do meat and fruit?
Sorry.
How long are you going to do meat and fruit?
With my program, I've been running a 1 month thing with it, and there are these 10 components to it where eat like only things that are essential to whatever it is that you're doing. So with me, that's just continuing the meat and fruit that ends in a week and a half, and then it's drink things exclusively to your goals. So this counts, and then water and milk for me. There's guidelines on it.
So after the
on
week
the
and a
other
half,
day, I
you're going to just
fasted.
go back to eating.
We'll see, because I kind of have this thing where once I start, I don't really like stopping, because when else am I going to really want to build up 5+ months of time where I've said I've only had meat and fruit? Because everyone asks today, how long have you done it?
Yeah.
Andrew, when's the last time you drank? And I'll say 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And if I have a drink,
Yeah.
then it's like, well, now when's the last time you drank? Yesterday? It sounds like a jackass.
How you feeling?
I'm okay.
Do you like the white and red?
I don't know. Haven't seen it
We
yet.
haven't done it yet.
Excited about putting it on?
I don't know. It's a heavy jersey to wear.
Would you rather chase than be chased?
I think so. I don't know. I'll find out. I guess it's a first for me.
Is this how you anticipated the competition going? You
Absolutely
outperforming
not.
what you thought?
Everything I thought was gonna happen didn't, and everything I thought wouldn't happen did. So we're just playing it one event at a time and giving it everything I got. There's 2 more. Only 2 more.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good?
Enjoying it?
Enjoying it. We got, 2 more events on the board.
Year 2 more enjoyable than year 1?
What was that?
Is year 2 more enjoyable than year 1?
This year's been a lot more stressful
Because there's a way to
because of the cut line and all that stuff, whereas like last year I had a really good chunk of points going in, so I didn't really have to worry about the cut line too much, so yeah.
Vote for Pedro.
How are you, Tanner?
I'm excellent, man. I like the Napoleon Dynamite shirt.
My wife and I were texting saying I really want Tanner to podium.
Yeah, I also really want me to podium, believe it or not.
Really for my wife though. Would you just do it for my wife, please?
I feel like this is gonna be really disappointing if I don't. If I don't, it's not because I feel poorly about your wife. I think she's probably just as great as you.
She'll read it that way.
Okay, then I won't promise anything. That's one of the things I've learned being married. You gotta under promise, over deliver.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll manage expectations. Tell her I will try to finish top 20.
Top 30. Just really
Top 30?
matters them. Yeah.
Okay, all right, top 30.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You enjoying it?
that was fun.
Are you enjoying this year more, differently, less than other years?
I'm a lot more nervous this year, and that part's not fun. Like they want to yak before every event feeling.
Why is that different, do you think?
Because I know I can do better.
Okay.
But
You have like expectations.
But it's also more fun to do well. So
Yeah.
give and a take.
I want to show you something.
Yeah, please do.
She's got the Ricky stomach before events right now.
This is when you guys are doing your workout?
Wait, that's just like what Ashley sent me. Oh my god. I love this. Is this your daughter?
Yeah.
That's so
That's
cool.
so cute.
Like seconds later, it caused a fight between her and my son. So I mean,
That's so cute.
that bit was cute, but the aftermath wasn't.
My phone's deep in my bag, but Ashley, Justin's wife, sent me a couple of videos of them doing burpee box jump overs on
That's
the couch.
cute.
Oh, so good.
Pretty awesome.
How you feeling about the rest of the day?
I don't know. We'll see what it is, but I like the things we haven't done yet. So hopefully, I hope we get the parallel bars back. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they're there.
Strict
some
deficits.
handstand push-ups.
Good.
The
Lots of
yoke
bar
would be
deadlifts.
fun.
That'd be fine.
That'd be all right. Yeah. We like deadlift. We like heavy
All
things.
that stuff is good.
Yeah. You guys
Good.
enjoying yourself?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Enjoying yourself?
Oh my God.
Someone's firing shots. I was watching you guys in the Coliseum last night. Do you have any voice left when Monday rolls around?
Of course.
Sorry?
No.
Of course.
I just can't.
You can't hear me? We want to speak in a microphone? Yeah, when I need it.
I feel like if I haven't drank in 4 years as well. I feel like if I smelt alcohol, I'd collapse. Like my body just wouldn't know what to do. It's just like, what's this thing? I don't remember this.
Do you not like it?
No, I did. I just.
No purpose?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it or anything, but I just. If I drink, I want to get drunk. I don't want to just have like a beer. I'm not one of those types. And if I drink, it's like, right, well, I'm going to get drunk so I have fun.
They're not enjoyable like this. This tastes great.
Yeah, beer tastes like shit.
It does.
I don't
Thank
care
you.
what anyone says.
Thank you. And there's people who try to convince themselves otherwise. That's it. They try to get. You ever met someone who smokes? And I go, I don't know how you even do that, because one, it's bad for you, and two, they also say they started at a point where they didn't like it, and they almost convinced themselves to like it, which is weird.
Yeah, I did that. I used to smoke like 20 a day. Yeah.
And you're done to that too?
I don't know how to convert this to pounds. I used to weigh like 22, 23 stone. What's that in?
I don't know what stone is.
14 pounds in a stone. So 22 multiplied by 14. 300?
It's about 300.
Yeah.
290, 300.
And I used to smoke 20 cigarettes a day.
You were healthy.
Oh, I was a lean,
mean, smoking
I was a
machine.
lean, obese, heart attack waiting machine. Yeah, and then I just stopped smoking.
It's been 4 years?
No, longer. I haven't smoked longer. I met my wife, and well, she wasn't my wife at the time, obviously. But she said, "Oh, I'd never date a smoker," so I stopped smoking.
My man.
How are you?
Good.
Is that up there with your best in Madison?
That was fun. You know, it's so funny. If you would have written that workout down and said, "Do you think you win this?" I probably would have been like, "Probably not." You know, I would have thought I would have won the pig workout or the sled or the, you know, something else. But sometimes that's how it happens. I remember BKG when he won the yoke workout back in 2021. I talked to him. He's like, I thought there was zero chance he'd win that. He's like, there's no way I thought I'd win that workout. And sometimes you just get out there and you're just moving and you're grooving. And I'm in the lead, and this doesn't feel that hard, you know.
Did you panic a bit when you got that no rep?
A little bit. I just wanted to know what it was for, and I knew how costly that could be.
Yeah.
And then I learned what it was. My right hand needed to get across the red line before doing the spin.
Yeah.
I think I probably got away with one before that. Not, you know, I wasn't doing it intentionally. I was just, you know, thinking, you know, it's a new standard, right? You've never done it before, so you're trying to like go fast, but do what they're telling you to do. So that was a little annoying. I lost a little bit of a lead there for a second, but kept my composure and just really tried to just push on every transition. You know, I think I ran down the floor, I think faster than anyone else.
Yeah, you were very quick.
Yeah.
Does this mean then that you, Adler, and Bowner are just going to do team together forever and always, and then podium afterwards?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think Adler wants to do Wadapalooza on a team. Pat and I, if we go team, we'll obviously go together, but I don't know if we'll do individual or team. We'll have to weigh out the pros and cons of that. And there's other events in the off season. We don't really look that far ahead. We're just like trying to get through this weekend, and then you see like, do I have any injuries I need to deal with? And then you start sort of planning your off season. So
does this change your approach to the last workout, like after winning that one?
I'll tell you that when it's done.
Have a nice time?
Yeah, that was better, that one. Started off the day pretty shitty, but backed it up then, I'm happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you outperforming how you thought you'd perform, or is this where you thought you'd
be? It's where I hoped I would be, yeah, for sure. It was, it's not a surprise. I was like, it's just nice to like see all the hard work I put in. Just the effort that I give is like at that level where I want it to be.
Don't say hard work pays off.
No.
Hard work proves something. That's good. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Hi, how are you? I won't bother you with a fist bump. How are you feeling?
Surprisingly good.
That was like a real OG finale there. It was like over 30, over 30, over 30, over 30.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was like
that felt
rolling back the years.
Yeah, felt like it could have been like 9 years ago. So.
Yeah. You had a good start, rocky patch in the middle, good finish.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Like, it's weird because in some events I feel like really good and strong, like like compared to the other guys, and then the next event feel like total trash bag, like I have nothing left. So it's weird in a way, but you know, I've been able to capitalize and like get points in events where I need to, and done some damage control in, you know, events that I'm not so good, and I'm not sure where I sit at the moment, but
yeah, it hasn't updated yet.
Probably should be top 10.
Yeah, you were 10th,
couple spots,
and it hasn't updated, so you'd assume 9th, 8th, somewhere in there. Yeah.
And you know, it's sad to like I might be out of the podium like contenders, but you know, seeing Roman struggle and BG struggle with his back, so you never want the injuries to, you know, play part of how the leaderboard shuffles, but it's the name of the game. And
say if you are out of the podium contention and you go into the last event, do you just do a swing and see? Like, do you just say like, just have a bit of fun with it and see what you're capable of, or do you play conservative? And
no, you know, I think, well, of course you can't do, in that kind of event you can't do anything stupid. Like, I'm not the type of guy who, if I sprint the first 21 calories, I'm not gonna move that last bar. So, and I know that, so I try to avoid doing that. For sure gonna try, and you know, I've been on a good roll now and my body feels good, so I think I'm, you know, gonna go for a good position, try to, you know, get top 3 placement and see how far I can climb. You know, the leaderboard can still shuffle if other people, you know, do mistakes or something happens. So
you walk in here now, do you walk a little bit taller and faster and make other people think like, geez, Jana looks in great nick?
No, I don't know if there are such like mental games so much, but you know, everyone is tired. You know, and we don't, I guess, try to hide it. Like, we joke around about it, how sore our quads are, and everyone's low back is on fire. But no, it's just, we settle it in on the echo bike and thrusters, and then we'll see how leaderboard shakes off.
I'm gonna get kicked out, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, cool.
Good talking to you.
You too.
How are you?
Good. Arms are a little tight.
Am I talking to the third fittest runner?
We have one more event to go.
Yeah.
So no, you are not talking to the third fittest song.
It's mathematically unlikely though, right?
I have not done the math yet. I'll be honest. I did have to dispute that last workout.
Okay.
My judge counted a lot more double enders than I was on count with. So we'll see what happens with that.
And isn't it nuts when you think that you did this for a name board?
Isn't that wild? Well, and believe it or not, you were the first podcast I've ever been on in my life.
Wow.
All the way across. Isn't that awesome? And now
the only way is up from there.
Whatever. You were great. I was so nervous for your podcast, but it was just an hour of chatting back and forth. It was great. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm tired, but it's good. Well, I always feel bad. So people are like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm tired. And I was like, that was
what did you do? Yeah, exactly.
It's like I literally walked around.
Nah, it's super exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
I get more tired than her.
It's a long weekend though. You
mentally
know.
Maybe.
Mentally, yeah.
Right.
How are you feeling with the last one, thrusters and echo bike?
You know what? It's what I expected for the last event to be, but it's gonna hurt.
That lunge is gonna be.
I don't expect any different from Castro. He loves that.
He loves those epic finishes.
I actually like the lunge. The other two movements are just gonna hurt.
That's the kind of workout as well that even if you fall behind, you can't stop just in case, or you can't slow down just in case.
Exactly. Exactly. Like if somebody drops the lunge, you have to be ready.
And then after party.
After party, yeah. But the weekend's been so good.
Is your daughter here?
No. This isn't, we brought her last year, but it's not a place for kids. We learned that really quick. So she's at home. We called it like Grammy Camp. She's with my mom for a week, and they're doing everything a kid would want to do.
I just FaceTimed my daughter, and she wouldn't say hello, and then at the end, I was like, okay, well I have to go now then. And she was like, I wanted to start again. I was like, it's not a movie. I can't just like rewind myself. So I hung up and called back.
Oh my God.
And I was like, hi, no, not like that. I was like, oh, forget it.
Like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's like, just can't win. Whatever I do is wrong.
That's funny. How old are your kids?
3 and 1.5.
Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah.
That's how our daughter is. She'll be like, hi, Dad. And he'll be like, I love you. And she'll be like, I don't love you, Dad.
Nice.
She thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
she thinks it's funny until her trust fund is gone.
Yeah.
It's not kind of funny anymore.
Well, what's funny is there is no trust fund, so
joke's on her.
Joke's on her.
Yeah. Next time she says, just flick off the lights and be like, I pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just take away all her money.
Yeah.
She's all about.
She has $1 bills. She'll scratch his head and he'll give her $1. He'll be like, I need a back scratch, and then here's $1.
Is that a good message to give your daughter though? If she does think she gets a $1 bill.
That's the only way I can get her to scratch my head, because she knows the value of $1.
Okay. Yeah.
But better than just handing it to her. That's his way to be like.
Yeah, because she loves toys. Mom buys a ton of toys. And I've been like, hey, we need to stop buying so many toys. She needs to earn it.
Yeah.
So if she wants a toy, I'll say, hey, I'll give you money, but you have to earn it. And so, yeah.
It seems like a low bar of entry.
It is, but we're gonna work.
The lawn,
we will get there. Yeah.
Surviving.
Yeah. A Tricky Games?
A Tricky Games?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily tricky.
Are you enjoying it?
Starting to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's changed that you're starting to?
Just like feeling like myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Feeling like I can actually do workouts that I'm capable of doing. I don't know.
And what was holding you back before this?
Just my body's not responding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to kind of get over that when it's happening? Like, obviously a year goes in and then you have your moment in the sun.
Yeah, it's really tough, especially like the one weekend you train all year for, and then you just kind of are in some unfortunate circumstances that you don't really know why. It is really hard when you set really high expectations for yourself, physically and mentally, and you're kind of dragging on both of those things, you know.
And are you conscious of like other people's expectations as well? Does that kind of play into it?
It does, but I think more so just like the expectations for myself.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I want to meet other people's expectations, but my expectations are also just like those expectations of other people.
Yeah.
You know, like if my expectations didn't align with those people, sure, like, you know, I might feel this pressure of like, oh, my expectation is 10th, right? And their expectation is to win. Like, that might feel different, but since my expectation is to win and their expectation is to win, it's like I'm letting them down and me down, you know?
So do you just take it out on Matt and get on with it then the next day?
You know, like, yeah, like a little, you know, I don't mean to take it out on anybody, but it's really hard, like when you're really disappointed and you want to lean on the people around you, and they're probably hurting just as much as I am. But, you know, they're there to help me as much as possible, and, you know, they're not going to allow me to be like that, you know? They don't want to see me talk poorly about myself or beat myself up, but it's really, you know, it's really hard, you know?
Do you think in previous years would you have had this mindset before the games was over, or is this a new thing that you're able to pull yourself out of it?
You know, yeah, like, years past, I think I would have been just like much more angry. Yeah, like I definitely I wouldn't have bounced back, you know. I would have been like, I don't want to warm up anymore, I don't want to eat anymore, you know. And this year I'm like, okay, like I don't want to do those things, but like I have to, and like gonna control as many things as I can, but I'm not doing that alone, right? Like I have people reminding me to do that because I am stubborn. Like I am that. I'm like, I don't need to eat, right? And they're like, come on, Danielle, like you need to eat, right? It is much different. It's just a different year than I expected.
It was good.
How did it compare to last year?
Well, last year I didn't get kicked out of anywhere, but this year I did.
Does that make it more exciting? Or frustrating?
A little more exciting.
I kind of find it fun when you're somewhere you're not supposed to be and you're like, are they going to see me? I hid behind a pillar earlier on So I saw someone coming.
Behind a pillar?
I saw Chris Madigan coming and I hid behind a pillar till he went and then I stood out again.
That's clever.
The most glorious.
Were you like full creative control last year?
No.
Will you have more or less creative control this year?
Far more.
And are you
Complete
excited
creative
about that?
control. Absolutely. I feel like I get to put something out where my capabilities can finally truly be evaluated and judged. I feel like I haven't gotten to do that in a while.
So do you feel like other years there were handcuffs? Or just like bumpers in a bowling lane kind of thing?
I would say handcuffs.
Okay. Do you have to give them like, do you want to watch this and give me notes and then say you can't put this and you can't put that in?
Yeah, probably.
But not this year.
Not this year. What, for this past doc?
Yeah.
Oh no, for this past one for sure.
Yeah.
Every single time.
But not this year.
This year is in what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's
Sevon,
never-
are you going to tell me what I can and can't do? Are you going to tell me what I can and can't put in here?
Probably. I'm asking her how much creative control she has.
I mean,
Look how tall I'm making you look from this angle. This is
Thank
so
you.
flattering.
thank you. Now listen, young lady, when you make this, no, I mean it's I mean, I don't know. Why'd I have to be put on the spot like this?
No, we're just talking about how
it's gonna be a collaboration.
Yeah, in previous years it's been take that out. You can't say that.
I mean,
don't
if
show that.
there's some like crazy shit in there where like, I don't know, like we captured some footage of like with our mics of the doctor saying something to Roman about his leg that breaks privacy, and she thinks it's vital to the story, but I'm like, hey, we shouldn't do that so we can come back. I mean, it's a balance. It's a political game. We want to come back next year, but we also want to give the people what they want. But most importantly, we want to get rich.
You want
We gotta get these motherfuckers on some Mac.
you want to buy a second Mac?
I want to buy you a Mac, him a Mac, and him a Mac.
You get a Mac, and you get a Mac.
Do you want to hear a crazy story? Are we live right now?
No, it's but it is recording.
You should hear the story that you should.
And you
hear the
have
story
no
that
creative control over this.
You should hear the story John Young just told me.
Hey, if you
It's crazy. It's crazy. Have you heard it?
No, but I just.
It's gonna be on the Sevon podcast tonight.
Well, last night.
No, it's gonna be on tonight. Oh, last night. Yeah, sorry, it's gonna be on last night. Dude, you gotta see the Sevon podcast last night. John Young, this story. It involved Justin Medeiros' parents and his parents.
Wow.
And my boy John Young. It's a crazy story. There he is. Look at him over there.
What was your favorite part of the week? Like a moment or an experience or a person you met?
Looking into Matt Torres' eyes.
They're dreamy, right? Yeah. Is it an experience walking 15 feet with you earlier? Because you got stopped like 6 times.
And there were only 4 people around. I got stopped 6 times by 4 people.
But other years when you did this, were you left totally alone, like just...
No, I got bugged, but not like now. Now it's crazy.
Does it make it harder? But more enjoyable?
No. I'm a little, no. I'm just totally energized. It's fun. I'm having fun. I enjoyed the attention. I enjoyed the love. The hardest thing about interviewing people, as you know, is to just not be insecure. Like, people have no idea how hard it is just to walk up to people and talk to them over and over and over and bring the energy. And so if everyone in the room is like approving you and loving on you like they were on me, it's like makes my job easier.
Yeah. It's funny how hard it is the first time to walk up to someone and then it gets easier. Because you're like, hey, can I walk with you?
Yeah.
As opposed to like, can you stop and I'll ask you loads of questions?
Right.
Like I got people.
It's easier
like,
to walk with them?
Yeah. And then just like walk alongside them. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as opposed to the shit we're doing now, it's harder.
Yeah, well, we're both kind of comfortable. We're kind of in a weird seated position, but we're comfortable. Who you got on Heat 1 for this?
Oh, I thought you meant like actual Heat 1.
No.
I put Adler.
Okay, and girls?
Lawson, because she needs it.
Okay.
Plus, I already used Laura twice.
Yeah, I think. So, that was your last time. How does it feel having announced it and then done it?
It's bittersweet. Just having finished the workout for my final CrossFit Games appearance, but solid finish and to the weekend, finishing in 4th unofficially as of right now. it's been a privilege to be able to step back out onto this competition floor. Spending so many years in the sport, it is again a privilege to be out here and competing.
Does it feel like more like final now that you've, like it's easy to say at the start of the season, oh, this is my last one, but now it's like kind of real. Is it harder to stomach than you thought, or about right?
Yeah, it feels about right. Just sitting down on the floor, just watching everything settle after that final event, definitely felt a lot more real. Got a bit emotional.
Do you have to like force yourself to take it in, like, and be kind of present with it?
Yeah, a bit, it's easy to just kind of like take these moments in between events and being out there on the floor for granted because it all does go so fast. So definitely today I made sure to try to make the most of these events and just kind of like look around and just appreciate everything that's going on. It's good.
Look at this! Look at this big fucking cup.
Yes, back to San Diego it goes, baby.
How cool.
Last year was there, 2014. Let's do it, right?
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Medal.
Yeah,
Jesus,
medal. A little heavy.
It's a bit of an insult giving you a weight to carry around.
Yeah, right. I know. My neck's already like. So good to see you guys.
Yeah,
take care.
I know. Look at this. All started it on your show.
Wow.
I know.
Because you came on the show.
Pretty heavy.
Is it?
Yeah, that
And
easy.
This is your
blood test. It's actually bubbling pretty good. Yeah.
Searching for blood.
Searching for blood. There's some in there. I've got the veins for it.
So you're the third fittest husband on earth?
I don't know if it works that way.
Because Emma's not married.
Who's not?
You're the fittest husband on earth.
I'm the fittest husband on earth. Yeah, I like it. I'll take it.
Run with it.
I'll run with it.